Today I'm going to be doing a what's in my clinical nursing bag. It's almost time to go back to school if y'all aren't in school already. I'm about to go back on Monday and I start clinicals here in just a few weeks. So I just packed my nursing bag and I love seeing what people put on here on YouTube about what's in their bag, stuff and suggestions on what to bring to clinical, what not to bring to clinical. So without further ado, I'm going to show you what I put in my nursing bag. First, let me show you my bag. It is this beautiful blue bag. I love this thing. It is big. It has two straps and it has this pocket on the front, but I don't use this. But the best thing I really like about it is it has this zipper. Now, I just like things to zipper because I don't want anyone getting into my stuff while it's laying there, because we don't have like a special room or like lockers to keep it in. We just keep it in the nurse's lounge, so really anyone has access to it. So let me open this up. The first thing that I have is my drug cards. Now these are a must. I pull out all of my drug cards the night before, but I like to keep this on hand in case my patient gets a new medication that morning, or if somebody else needs this. This is really, really helpful. Now I got these on Amazon for like literally $5. They're the edition before, but they have almost every drug. I've come across 2 drugs that I've had to make drug cards for, look them up separately. But, you know, compared to like the $40 or $50 that you'll spend for the newer editions, I would just seriously go for the edition before with some of these things. Usually they only change a couple things and it's not worth paying, you know, a lot more money for something that's almost exactly the same. So this is the first thing on my drug card. I'm just going through this how it is in my bag. It's not in any particular order because throughout the day, like, things will be grabbed out and put back in. The next thing I have is just a pencil case full of pencils and pens. I don't know. Oh, and there's some highlighters in here too. We can only use black ink, which I'm pretty sure is like everyone. And I like to keep all my pens in here. I keep 1 or 2 out at a time, but I always end up losing them throughout the semester. So I just like to keep these in my bag so I'm not scrambling for a pen. To go along with all of those lovely pens, I have these notepads. Now these were like, I think $1.88 for 4 of them, and I just like to keep, I really don't need 4, I really only need 1. I just like to keep these in case somebody else needs one, or, you know, one of them gets destroyed, which I'm sure they will be. So I like to keep several of these in my bag, and these are pretty handy. I keep a clipboard with me, which I don't keep in my bag because it doesn't fit. But I don't like to carry that around because I've noticed in the past I have a really bad habit of leaving it in patients' rooms when I get tied up with something. So I like to keep these because I can just slip it in my pocket and be good to go. Next, I have some gum. I try not to chew gum. I really don't that often when I'm on the floor. But the thing is that I get some funky breath right after lunch and sometimes midday. So I just like to chomp on one of these when we have a quick moment for a break so that I can not be, you know, stinking my patients out. Next is just a little change purse. I keep some money in here, not a lot, usually under $10. I try not to bring my debit card with me just in case my stuff is rummaged through because I cannot keep an eye on it all the time. So I just keep some change in here. I can bring it to lunch with me if we're able to get a lunch, and it's just quick and easy. I don't have to worry about, you know, fumbling through money. And this way, if I have a moment, if I want something to drink, I can go to the vending machine and grab something to drink. So this is really handy. Also, I have, this is kind of like some of the non-medical stuff that I keep in my bag. I keep some ibuprofen or Excedrin or acetaminophen because I get headaches a lot, and the worst, not the worst, but one of the things that's really kind of sucks is getting a really bad headache on the floor. So I keep this with me just in case I do get a headache or somebody else gets a headache. They always know it's in my bag. So I always keep this with me because I learned the hard way that going through a whole day with a horrible headache is not fun at all. This is just some hand sanitizer. Now I like to, I'm not really picky on hand sanitizer. I just got this as a gift. I like to keep this with me before we go to lunch and after lunch. We have hand sanitizer in the room that we use, so I don't use this from patient to patient's room. Plus, it has a very distinct smell, and I try not to wear any smelly things in the hospital because you never know whose nose is sensitive or who has really bad allergies. So I just keep a little pack or a little bottle of hand sanitizer with me at all times. Next, I have this lovely thing. Now, I got this at Ulta. I spent $15 on Simple products. I got this and some other stuff as a free gift. I'm currently still not trying to fill it up, but putting some stuff in here that I really don't want being jumbled around with all of my other medical supplies. Like, if I don't want other people's germs on my stuff, I try and keep things as clean as possible. So stuff I don't want to be gets cross-contaminated, like with my stethoscope, with my pen light, with my scissors, I put in here. So I'll just open this real quick and let you know what's in here. I have just some chapstick that I like to keep in here. I like the sticks. I don't like pots, though I love the Nivea's lip butters. I just use this because I don't sanitation thing again. I have it's nice instant stain remover, clean to go. I use this just in case I get a stain on myself. The worst thing that's happened to me is we were having barbecue at the hospital because they were serving it for everyone, and I got a bunch of barbecue sauce on me. That we wore white uniforms, so it doesn't really come out very easily. So I keep this around for just some small spills because I'm always guaranteed around lunch to spill something on me. I also have these Simple sensitive skin or oil balancing cleansing wipes. Now, I debated on whether to put these in. This is more of a just in case. I put this in case we're doing some 12-hour shifts. If I want to wipe off my face because it's just that nasty or it looks that nasty, or I get something, and y'all know, just imagine what some of those somethings could be all over my face. I'd like to be able to wipe it off with just some cleansing wipes, and this came with this as some like trial stuff that I got, so I just keep this in here. And the other stuff I have in here right now are just some feminine products because I don't want those rolling around. We all, except for my men out there, know how that is. Next, I have these compression socks. Now, obviously, I don't just keep these in my bag just all the time. I keep this in here because in the morning my husband is still asleep. I put all my stuff in the room the night before, or a different room the night before, and I get dressed in there. So I like to keep this in there just so I can remember to put these on because these are new for me. I have not used these yet, so I will let you know how these compression socks do. These just kind of go hand in hand. I have my pen light, which is a rechargeable pen light that I found at my parents' house. It must have been some, like, it looks like from a pharmaceutical company. And then I have my gigantic scissors. I need to get smaller ones because some of my patients have been absolutely terrified by these, and we don't want that. So I am getting smaller ones, and plus these are a pain in the butt to carry around. And next I have my ID badge. Now I just like to keep my ID badge in there because the worst thing in the morning when it's really early is I'm so sorry, y'all, got itch on my nose. The worst thing is when you're scrambling around and you can't find your ID badge. It's happened more than once, so I have been in the habit of keeping it in my bag. And this is just, focus, can't really see because of the light. There we go. This is just the little badge reel that I have. I really like these. I have several of them. I plan on getting several more. And last but not least is my stethoscope. I had another one that I've been using the past couple semesters, but I found that it kind of sucks. I can't hear anything. It keeps breaking. I'm having to buy another one. So I have this Littmann. It's just a lightweight one until I can get my stethoscope that I really, really, really want for graduation, which is an Ultrascope. I just love that you can customize them, and they're just, I've heard such wonderful things about them. So that will be the next purchase once I graduate in December. This is just what it looks like. It is like a seafoam greenish blue. So We're going to several different areas this semester. Since it's our last semester, put this off to the side. I'll put it back in the box once I'm finished. We're going to several different areas this semester, so hopefully that will work out well for me. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please comment down below on some suggestions or stuff you keep in your bag. I always love to hear about what other people keep in their bag and some suggestions on what I should put in my bag. So please also subscribe down below. It's free. I'm going to be making more videos about some nursing tips for all of you nursing people going into school. So I'll see y'all later.